What's goody, y'all? You guys know who it is. Ringside Rave. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and let's get into this podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is your host, Maul, and I'm joined by my man, Newzz, Smoke, Pat, and P, and this is episode 13 of the Fade Hour. Just chilling, drinking a Lagunitas brown sugar. I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to my dog, Newzz. He can introduce himself if he's smoking or drinking on something, and then we're going to go ahead and kick around the room and get into this Usyk and Bellew. And, you know, also Hurd definitely said he's going to be ringside for Charlo and Harrison and maybe get a call out. And again, and we'll just freestyle some other topics as well, man. So again, let me go ahead and step aside and let the cast of my brothers introduce themselves.
What up, y'all? This your boy Newzz, representing that Ringside Rave all day. I know what it is, what it mean, man. Hey, today I got a migraine, so the boy ain't turned as he usually be, but you know, I'm still here like a soldier. Got the gelato by my side, my trusty sidekick. I'm actually on the streak with it right now.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Smoke, Free Smoke Boxing, Ringside Rave. I got that headband times Death Star and that Juicy Banger 26, which is like 8.2% alcohol. Holla.
Yeah, what's good, Joe? It's Pat Scorpion, the New England representative. And as always, I got my wine on me. This time, I don't know what it is, but it's wine. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it's red, you know, it tastes good, and you know, makes me talk funny and shit like that, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
What's good? It's your boy P, repping Ringside Rave, Bodega Boxing, and I'm just drinking some water. That's all.
Oh man, we need to find some way of getting, you know, a nip. Can't P, start bringing nips.
Edibles.
I'm with him though. You know what? I'm drinking water right now while I'm doing this show for my migraine. So I'm with you, P. Got me a nice glass. I say glass, a nice plastic bottle of water in my hand. I'm about to drink this during the show so this migraine can go away, so I can turn up by the end of the show.
Bad man. And before we even get into it, shout out to our boy Rez out there. You can follow him on Twitter, Reservoir Dogs 93. You know, he a member of the cast too. So
International Rez.
International Rez.
Definitely, man. So everybody, let's go ahead and jump right into this cruiserweight. All the belts on the line, correct? All on the line. Yeah, man. We got newly crowned, unified Oleksandr Usyk going to be jumping out there with Mr. Tony out there, Bellew.
Yeah, but for the American fans who are not familiar, it's Pretty Ricky Conley.
I was trying to think of his name, man. I was trying to think of his name. Right, Pretty Ricky is what they call him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The white dude in Creed.
Yeah, man. You know, we all seen the chatter going along online about what Bellew might have to do to win if he can land on Usyk's chin. You know, and Usyk might go down. People might say Usyk might be the punch output, but instead of me chatting about it, let me go ahead and start with P and get his opinions on how you see this fight playing out. What does Usyk have to do to win? What does Bellew have to win? You know, all that. Just get into it, man.
Usyk versus Bellew. Honestly, I gotta favor Usyk just because, as far as both of them skills go, I think Usyk is the more skilled, and I think he's going to show the skills. We can argue about, you know, what Bellew's has, and he's resilient. But I think when it just comes down to it, I just think we're going to see Usyk is just on another level skills-wise. Maybe the only way I could see Bellew winning is, of course, you know, puncher's chance. But I don't think Usyk is going to give him that chance, that punching chance. So I see just Usyk being Usyk, and that's just being skilled on another level. So that's the way I look at it.
What about you, Pat?
Yeah, Usyk and Pretty Ricky. Yeah, you know. Hey! I'm representing his name Creed. I didn't say the man was pretty himself. That was worthy, okay? Yeah. So yeah, you know, Pretty Ricky has had quite a streak of luck since he got casted in that damn movie. you getting knocked out by fucking Michael B. Jordan and shit. All of a sudden, this motherfucker levels up. Wins titles, knocks out David Hayden twice. All this shit is crazy. So that the reason this streak along is the reason why I'm thinking he has a chance. I'm not saying he's gonna win this fight, but he has a chance. And it looks like in all the videos that I've seen of him, like he's actually got his weight down. I mean, these motherfuckers out here putting the treadmill to 15 and shit, run like a damn hamster on the wheel, sweating, not eating candy. So he may actually be pretty competitive. But Usyk is Usyk right now. I mean, that's the man at cruiserweight. I feel. That's how I feel. Usyk feels that way, and I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker, he holds all the belts. He's the ring. He's lineal, all that shit, and he's fought the competition. So, like 60-40 chance, I think Usyk will show his skills. Like I said, outbox him. Now, I don't think Usyk is the stronger puncher, but he definitely has like the stamina, and he definitely has the work rate and the movement to make Bellew, to give Bellew some trouble. But Bellew does have the power. He does have. I mean, he doesn't look it because he's not necessarily a built guy. Pause. But he can punch. So he always has that puncher's chance. You can never count him out. You just never know. So, but I am leaning towards Usyk probably winning a 116-112 decision.
Yo, so I don't gamble at all, and I would put mad money on Usyk. I think he's gonna outbox Bellew, however you say it, relatively easily, and Bellew does have a puncher's chance, but with all those weight games that he's been playing, I mean, Usyk's not a heavy puncher, but he's still a cruiserweight that can punch. So he might have a chance of getting him out of there in the end just from straight accumulation. So I have Usyk winning in fairly impressive fashion.
Man, y'all already know how I feel about the Ukraine boys, man. I don't know what to say, man. It's gonna be a one-sided fight. I don't see anything else but it being one-sided. Usyk is way too skilled for that. I mean, the one punch, Usyk just came out of the tourney. He beat all the power stuff. Like, we talking about Usyk fighting Anthony Joshua and going up to heavyweight at this point. This fight is gonna be nice to watch this Saturday. It's gonna be a nice highlights, but I don't see this being competitive at all. I see Usyk winning like clearly.
Yeah,
like 118, 110, and that's what I see. I see Bellew getting a couple rounds, but that's it.
And I gotta echo that sentiment, Newzz, man. Like, I'm excited for the fight, but I think the outcome is gonna be a pretty. I don't think he's gonna beat the hell out of Bellew. Now, I don't think he's gonna beat him now, but I just think it's gonna be a clinical performance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where like about round 8, we just like, all right, well, can this shit hurry the fuck up and get over with? Kind of like how it was.
Right.
I ain't gonna say to the effect of what he did to Gassiev, because I think obviously he's more skilled than Gassiev, but like
Gassiev was supposed to be the way bigger puncher.
Right, hell, I picked him. A lot of us did, except I think he was
did.
Right. Well, yeah. Few of them. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did too. But yeah, I just think right, yeah. Hey, man, what did I say? I ain't about it. Fucking, I'm with you, bro. I ain't picking against them till they start losing. Well,
right.
I mean,
I ain't going
right.
I ain't doing that shit, man. Just like I said, when Stevenson and Vostok fight next month, I'm going with him. Fuck it. I'm letting that shit know right now. That's a fade out episode. Would that be 19 or something? You already got my damn prediction already, but. But yeah, I'm actually just interested in seeing, in a sense, too, what, let's say Tony do pull the upset. Like, will he continue to fight at cruiserweight, or will he go to heavyweight, or would he retire? I'm interested.
Retire.
I mean, he's retired. I mean, he's been talking about retiring that. And if he beats Usyk, I mean, it would probably be the wrong time financially for him, because he'd have offers. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's well off. But
man, I go get knocked out by Anthony Joshua if I was him. Fuck that.
I was just gonna say,
I'm getting knocked the fuck out.
He can get it.
The thing is, though, Bellew's already been on record saying he's never gonna fight Anthony Joshua because I think they're friends. However, he's been calling out Tyson Fury of all people, and
I wouldn't mind that fight.
Soft.
I think
But
he
I
can get
wouldn't-
him.
Nah, he already said Wilder was too big for him. He said when they at the Joshua fight, he said when he stood next to him, and that's when he realized, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I ain't with all
I he
that.
could. I would just say he could, but not.
Yeah, he could. He would get stretched though real quick.
yeah, no, I mean Bellew's a better boxer than Wilder, but he's not gonna be able to take his right hand. He's gonna get laid out.
What is up with all this? Oh, we're friends. We can't box.
Right.
Oh, we grew up in this. We grew up in the same state. We
Fuck
can't
yeah.
box. Ooh, when we were 13, we boxed each other, and our dads know each other. We can't box. Like, what is
Right.
this shit?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead, P.
No, I was just gonna say the only time I accept that we can't box each other is if two brothers. That's
Yeah,
the only
like-
time I accept
Like literal brothers.
Or
Like,
half
they have
brothers,
the same mom.
step brothers, even.
Like, business is business. Like, why are you like, oh, well, we can't fight each other because we're friends? Because that doesn't matter. Look at Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter. They're friends outside of the ring, and they fought each other, and they might fight each other again. I'm not with that. Oh, like, and I'm not trying to rag on your boy, dude, because that's your boy. But I don't like that when Adrian Broner was all that. Oh, I'm not gonna fight Lamont Peterson. That's big bro. Oh, I'm not gonna fight Devin Alexander. That's big bro. Like, I'm not with all that. Sorry.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, I mean, if y'all in the same camp or y'all play with this, I mean, have the same trainers and stuff like that, and it's not necessary, you don't have to do it. I mean, I can understand it if it's like a championship on the belt, championship belt on the line.
Championship, I can
You know
get
what I
it.
mean? But just to do it, I'm gonna just fight my homie just cause. Like when there's so many other people to fight, I don't know. I wouldn't fight a partner in my camp that we training side by side every day, and I'm gonna fight him just cause. We fight him for the top.
Newzz, would you fight me for like $8 million?
I wouldn't fight. I would fight you for the WBC championship. I wouldn't fight you for a regional title. I'll fight for a
What
regional
about
title. We gotta fight.
What about the WBO?
Yeah, as long as it's the world championship. We ain't doing regionals.
So we're all in agreement that we see Oleksandr Usyk winning. So like, with that being said, I know he might be jumping the gun, but what's next for him then? Like, does he move up? Like, does he wait for the champion of this upcoming cruiserweight tournament? Like, what y'all think is next move for him?
Honestly, and I know this is kind of crazy that I'm comparing this, that I'm gonna make this comparison, but I honestly think Usyk may be the Roy Jones of his division. I'm not sure there's anybody that can beat him at cruiserweight. If he loses, it's because he goes up in them. That's a bold comparison, but the more I look at it, the more I think he might be the guy, like the guy of that division. Like that nobody can, like, you know, there's that one fighter where you pick him over anybody in that division, over anybody right now. That would be Usyk. So he might have to, to challenge himself, he might have to go to heavyweight, which would not be a good decision, but that might be the only way you ever see him take it out. He might go for the big money fight.
I mean, ain't Usyk a cruiserweight? Ain't the only division above cruiserweight heavyweight?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that I mean, I feel just like you, P, and I felt like that from the beginning of the tourney, which is why I always picked him, because it's like the dude is way too skilled. He's way too skilled. I feel that he's, of course, I don't know if. I mean, of course, the conversation is going to come up. Is cruiserweight bad? That bad? Or is he that good? That's going to be the conversation. When you have that type of skill level, that's what's going to happen to the field. Remember how because we're talking this Roy Jones type of dominance, where Roy Jones made everybody look like nobody. If Usyk is doing this to everybody, like, the cruisers bad, or
Usyk has not been doing that to everybody. That's the thing, though. I mean, Usyk has had some close fights, especially the greatest fight, because I thought he lost that fight.
Nah, That's shit.
Yeah, I had him losing by 1. Bradis nearly pulled off the upset. I mean, those scores were close.
Well, yeah, they were. It was.
That fight was stupid close, and that was a surprise to me. So, I mean, Usyk, even before the tournament, like, Usyk was a question mark. I mean, I know Smoke, too. You didn't like watching Usyk prior to going to the tournament. I remember those.
To be fair, that was mostly hate.
You know, but Usyk, yeah, I mean, right now, Usyk is probably, he's peaking right now. And I feel that after this big fight, I mean, he may actually drop all the belts because I already know that one of the current cruiserweight matches right now, that's for Saturday too, is for interim WBO cruiserweight belt. So, I mean, I think the plan's already set in motion just in case he starts dropping all those belts. Because and I think he's going to go to heavyweight, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to be thrown to Anthony Joshua right away because that would be kind of stupid.
Right.
He's gonna acclimate. He's probably gonna get a couple of heavyweight jobbers on his, get a 1 or 2 of them before going after Joshua, because you gotta get your feet wet first. Because these niggas is monsters these days.
Joshua would probably fight Usyk before Wilder.
I wouldn't even mind that.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't mind that because I wouldn't mind that because I'd like to see if Usyk could beat Joshua. That's a great test in talent. I mean, a great test in skill. Actually,
I don't think that Usyk's style is conducive to winning heavyweight fights, but it might be the only, because what else is left for him at Cruiserweight?
Right.
There's nobody left for him at Cruiserweight. The only person that I could have, and that's not on the table anymore, of course, for obvious reasons, but the only person that I could have seen him staying at Cruiserweight for to have a big fight with would have been if Andre Ward didn't retire. Because I know he would have moved to Cruiserweight, and we could have got.
See that happening.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Unless Ward comes out of retirement, but I'm not gonna try to do all that prediction stuff. I'm not gonna try to assume that. So as of now, he's retired. So I'm just gonna assume he stays retired until otherwise.
What? Y'all don't want to see Usyk and Lawrence Okoli?
Man, I mean, Usyk. I mean, there are cruiserweights, but just in terms of now, I mean, Usyk's been talking that heavyweight talk for a long time. If he wants to go to heavyweight, I mean, it's not if he's saying, I'm gonna stay at cruiserweight. He's beating all the top fighters or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't mind him going to heavyweight, but if he stays, he stays. But he's been talking about the heavyweight shit for a long time. So,
right.
and I feel like Bellew's pretty much like the last real remaining cruiserweight, unless he wants to face fucking Lebedev, who I don't really care to see either. It's
Slim Pickens.
Let him go to heavyweight and see if he's if he becomes like a David Haye in terms of he can adjust, or it becomes a Vasily Jirov and struggle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that was a good point right there.
Yeah.
I forgot about Vasily Jirov when he went up to heavyweight.
A great cruiserweight. He was brutal too. When he went to heavyweight, he was like, except for the Joe Macy fight, he was average. He wasn't really that impressive.
Yeah,
that's
a really good point to bring up.
Tony put hands on him.
Yeah, but that's James Toney.
That's
I'm about to say exactly.
That's James Toney at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's James Toney that nobody thought would be that good at the higher weights, but
that's like saying that was Jordan at 40. I didn't expect him to put 50 on me, but he still did it. That's still James Toney. He was in the ring with he turned back the hands of time that night against Vasily Jirov. That was a great fight.
Yeah, it was
it really was.
Before I go to sleep.
Yeah, classic fight.
Recently, this past week, last few days, Swift Hurd, after he fights, I forgot the tune-up he got. What's the cat he fighting?
Jason Wellborn.
Yeah. Something with a W.
Right. He's announced that he's going to be ringside for the Charlo Harrison fight, hoping that he gets a call out from obviously, presumably Charlo. Y'all like the move? Y'all think is it necessary? Well, do y'all think they will fight next? So y'all think it's going to be more pander, more, as Pat will say, PVC grandstanding before they even fight? So y'all get, give me your general thoughts on that, man.
Man, it's just if it happens, it happens. Like I said, I don't, the matchmaking, I don't trust it until I see it.
They walk to the ring.
Yeah.
But we gotta see him go through this fight first, see how his shoulder is, because he's just coming off shoulder surgery. So let him see how this tune-up fight goes, test out the shoulder, and then from there, we'll take it from there. But I do hope he shows up, because yours truly will be in the building, and I want to see what happens. I want to see if there's fuckery afoot, because I'm always for the fuckery, boxing fuckery.
I see. Hey, I definitely want to see Jarrett Hurd at ringside for this Jermell Charlo fight. They going back and forth on Twitter. You know what I mean? This is a fight we want to see. This is a unification fight that could happen at junior middleweight. Jermell Charlo, Tony Harrison's. This is gonna be another one of those fights where it's like hard to gauge Jermell Charlo out there for me.
Bro.
Because Tony Harrison is not a bad fighter at all.
He can make you look ugly. Right.
Tony Harrison, the problem with Tony Harrison is his chin, unfortunately.
And his stamina.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Stamina always leads to his chin going.
I think
he's a really good fighter.
I think Harrison's going to give him trouble, like in the first.
It's like so. I know. Hurd said that he was. I know Swift said that he was going to go there and compare his fight to Jermell Charlo's. Before that fight, I'm gonna definitely watch Hurd versus Harrison to rewatch it to see how it was, and then compare it to Jermell Charlo's myself, so I can see what it looked like.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's like Iron Man is just fighting Black Swift's old opponents. I mean, it's not like that. That's what's happening. I hope them dudes duel up. I mean, let's be real about it. They've been Swift been champ for how long?
He's been champ since what, 2016, 2017? A portion of a champion since 2016, right?
Yeah, I mean,
he unified.
He won Laura's belt and he won the vacant belt from
a vacant, right?
Yeah, so then he fucked up his shoulder, so he's out. So you figure that he gets like 1-2 tune-ups, and then them dudes should be throwing hands. I mean, no more, no less.
Yeah, definitely by like summer 2019 at least. There should be some unification shit going on.
Hopefully spring.
So 2021, baby.
What you doing?
If they keep their belts, they can make sure that they do.
You know what's crazy though? When we say like unifications, we gotta blame Golden Boy in this too, because we all know that not putting Munguia in the ring with Jarrett Hurd.
Yeah,
they're not going to do that.
They're gonna put him in with Canelo.
They're not going to put him in with Charlo either. So there's going to be no unification happening that way with Golden Boy. Munguia is way too green for either one of them.
Yeah, he would get.
I don't even think
he would get battered by the other Charlo or exactly. Yeah, his defense is terrible. That shit.
Yeah, but with Munguia though, the thing is he's like Hurd. This motherfucker fights that he goes up.
Yeah, they're cruiserweight in that bitch. Don't get me wrong.
Right, but Charlo ain't small either.
But the thing is, like, we have to see someone really try. Like so far, no one has. I mean, Liam Smith, man, take a step back here and there, but he couldn't hurt him, but he did expose that he's probably a little green. Munguia is only going to get more dangerous. I mean, you see it with her too. Like, her was getting outboxed a lot. I mean, back his boxing skills still not really where it needs to be, but his size bails him out. And that's where Munguia is too. I mean, but the more fights he has, and Munguia is stupid active. Like the more fights he has, he's going to get better. He's going to get more dangerous.
Right. So that's what I mean. Down the line, though, that's what I mean. So there's not going to be any unifications like right now because Munguia is too green right now to fight Jermell. Would you feel comfortable with Jaime Munguia's chances versus Jermell Charlo right now, like in 2019?
Hell no. I think Jermell Charlo. Yeah, hell yeah. No, hell no.
Like, does anybody think Smoke, Pat? Do you think like 2019? Would you?
No.
What do you think his chances were?
I mean, he would have a puncher's chance.
I mean, I don't think McGill would give Charles a hell of a time though, because like I say, he's big. He's a big motherfucker though. But he can't. I mean, but I would think they would box him. But I'm not gonna think he's gonna walk. Charles not gonna 120, 180 them.
I just think it's because of the damn Saddam Ali fight. Like,
Exactly
had
what I
that
was
never
about to
happened,
say.
had that
Exactly
never
what I was
happened.
about to say.
If he went right to the Smith fight and had the no Saddam Ali fight, it would be unanimous that he not ready. It's just the fact that he pulverized Ali.
Right.
I mean, he's not ready.
No.
He needs to fight some legit ranked dudes, but he's not like in a completely different world.
Yeah, they're gonna keep him away from Hurd and going to keep away from Swift and Charlo. So the only unification we're going to be able to get is Swift versus Charlo.
I mean,
but one thing with McGee though, I think he only has one more fight left on his Golden Boy deal. That's the thing.
Man, he gonna keep his ass right with
You
Golden
think he
Boy.
gonna leave Golden Boy with Canelo?
Shit,
That opportunity
he
to fight on the zone with that big
He ain't
contract?
dumb.
I mean,
stop at 5.
Come on, Pat. You the one that you tell us about the zone all
No.
the time. I can't believe a Mexican fighter's going to go PBC on purpose.
Hell no.
That's what they actually saying. That's what they're actually reporting, that he's actually he might leave after he might leave to go Showtime. I don't think it's smart, but that's what they're saying.
I think they need to check the IP address from where that email came from. It might have came from out of Showtime or something. Because you could have
Pat's on a different level.
Mexican Independence Day, Cinco de Mayo, Canelo, Golden Boy.
Because Golden Boy it's a joint promotion. He's not signed to Golden Boy. That's the thing.
No, but I don't know, man. That's like we have to see, Pat, but I just don't see it at this time. That I just can't.
What, he gonna sign
Mexican
away
league,
from
man.
Golden Boy
And go to PBC. But Julio Cesar Chavez went to PBC, so
I mean, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. hates Oscar though.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
They all, because that shit is personal.
Man, now before we wrap up the fade hour, man, we had an interesting topic brought up today. It's kind of a consensus that Floyd is the best fighter since the mid 2000s up until now. But the question was, who do we all think is the second and the third and fourth best fighters? The names that was most discussed was obviously Vladimir Klitschko, Andre Ward, and Manny Pacquiao. So we were talking about it earlier amongst ourselves, and the order got kind of jumbled, and we wanted to finish that conversation on the air with y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Newzz first and kind of see who he has 2 through 4 or maybe 5, So go ahead, Newzz. No, actually, go ahead, everybody. Shit, whoever want to jump in, it's a Royal Rumble style, man. This ain't no holding hands shit. This ain't no kumbaya. So we got to see how we feel about it.
Right. Let me see. Floyd, we ain't using him. We got Ward, we got Vlad, we got Pac. Resume wise, I'm gonna go with Pacquiao.
Yeah, resume wise.
Easily.
Eyes is Ward.
Yep.
Durability is Vlad.
And dominance, I'm going with Vlad. However, I don't think Vlad was the best fighter. He was just the most dominant because I thought the heavyweight was weaker.
Right? I agree.
Yeah,
but
I always thought that Vlad's brother would have beat him.
Vitaly would have. Yeah.
That's why I knocked points off of Vlad, because he didn't fight his brother, who was like that knocked the points off.
We kind of touched on this the other day. It's gotta be fucked up for you to fight your brother, though.
No, I know it is.
Right. But we saying since it never can happen, since we know it wasn't gonna happen, we gotta ding you for it.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of.
I'm not taking the point to if you fight your brother. This boxing, man, one blow, you can kill your brother, especially at heavyweight. So I can't take away points for that. But as far he fought everybody else that you could fight. I mean, Vlad, the thing about Vlad itself, though, is again we really don't know how good he was because
he got jaded because the
heavyweight
division wasn't hot.
Right, yeah, the division wasn't hot, and I seen him get knocked out twice in his prime.
Could even factor in even a few losses that he had. Could you make an argument that Pac had the best resume out the four?
Out all four of them,
right?
Not out of the four, no.
I'm saying even I'm not even talking about wins or losses. I'm just talking about fighting who you fought in general.
Just fighting who you fighting, the names alone, not even
right. At the time he fought them, not now looking back on them. At going into the fight, could you make an argument that he probably fought overall better comp over the last since the mid 2005 2003 until now?
I had to think about that because
the problem is there's just so many black marks around who he fought, when he fought, and the restrictions and all of that.
Catch weights.
Getting knocked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like see Pacquiao kind of like doubled and tripled up. Like, so his resume is packed full of names.
Marquez.
Like fights, right. But then he fights Marquez like 4 times. Then he fights Morales like what? Three times?
Twice. 3 and Barrera twice.
They fought Morales. He fought Morales 3 times. Like he fights him a lot of times. And I mean, he has a great resume when it comes to names. Out of all the names, I mean, Vlad is not even in the discussion. Ward, he's not in the discussion either. When it comes to the names, it's just that's definitely between Floyd and Pac. And asking that, do I think Floyd fought better opposition than Pacquiao did? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say Pacquiao fought the better names.
I'm gonna agree. I'm 100% agree.
But they fought a lot of the same names. They have, a lot of the guys that Pacquiao fought, Mayweather fought.
Yeah. Mayweather fought De La Hoya first, but Pacquiao fought Cotto first, right?
Right.
Yeah,
De La Hoya is better.
And Hatton too. I forgot about Ricky Hatton.
Yeah. But then again, also at the same time, let's talk about the guys that they fought. I'm sorry, that they didn't fight. Both of them didn't fight. In Pacquiao's favor, he fought Marco Antonio Barrera, right? And in Pacquiao's favor, he also fought Timothy Bradley, right? He also fought Timothy Bradley. And for Floyd's side, he fought Diego Corrales, right? He fought Canelo. So I'm trying to think of elite name. I'm trying to think of top dog name that he didn't fight. He fought Diego Corrales. Right? So that's like I'm giving him Corrales. I'm giving him Canelo, and I'm giving him
Berto.
Nah. Shame on you, Newzz. Shame on you. Shame on you, Newzz, because you named the people that Pacquiao fought that Mayweather fought, but you didn't throw in Mr. You named the guy. You said, this person.
Zab Judah.
You didn't even mention your boy, the Tijuana Tornado.
Yeah, the Tijuana Tornado. Because I'm trying to name the elite fighter, but you're right. He fought Marks.
Marks was washed. Floyd fought
Marks got washed by Pacquiao. That's what happened.
That's what.
That's what stopped the tornado. It was
actually
stopped the tornado. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a great question, though. Floyd might got that too, though. That it's
close.
Floyd might got that. What Floyd don't win?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so we excluding Floyd from the rest of the conversation, and we going with the field from now on. So
when I think about it, the only reason why I think we all would say Vlad is number 2 because he went unblemished during that time frame. But our eye test would probably put him 4, and then being honest, probably would put him behind Ward if we factor in everything, level of competition too.
Yeah.
Right. It was the dominant. It was the reign that he had.
Right.
He had at the top
Yeah.
of the heavyweight division.
Right.
That's why
But
he
it's
got
like, it's like I would have put him. It is tough, man, because I can't really overlook Pacquiao, but he took some L's throughout that shit, and he had some close He had some close calls too. While Vlad was just smoking them, and same with Ward. Ward only had legitimately one close call in his career when you use the eye test, not that whole Carl Froch bullshit when they tried to bullshit that shit in there. But
he punished Carl Froch.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I saw that shit that he killed Froch. You know what I'm saying? But not on the judge's card. But yeah, outside of the first Kovalev fight, everything else, dude looked like he was sparring in there by his damn self. So
untouchable cuts.
Weird to see though. Weird to see. So let me see. So
what's your definite order, Newzz?
Oh, my definite order is Floyd number 1. See, so the question is, it depends on like questions. So we're gonna let's break it down to the 3, like in the 3 things. Let's break it down into resume wise. Then let's break it down to dominance. Right? Resume, dominance, and then eye test. Right? That's the 3 things we're gonna go with. So we go with resume. I have Floyd being number 1. I have Manny Pacquiao number 2. I have Andre Ward number 3, and I have Vlad 4th.
And I probably have that same list. Add me to that.
I would probably flip Floyd and Pacquiao though. You can make an argument.
Resume. See, for me, for the resume, I gotta include if you won or lost, because at the end of the day, if we're not going to include that, then Amir Khan got the best resume.
Right, you're right. Then it's a Pandora's box. So I with that being said,
Austin Trout.
And then we go dominance.
I mean, let's just go straight up overall.
I mean that's the third one.
Dominance might be
overall is the third one.
Dominance might be where you could get an argument.
Yeah, because that is a tough argument, because Floyd was dominant the entire time, so I got him number 1. But I got Ward number 2 as far as dominance, and the reason why I got Ward number 2 is because Ward never lost. Floyd and Vlad have both lost.
Oh yeah, Fury. Yeah. We can't forget the Fury loss. Right.
I can't forget that you lost during this time period. So I can't.
He didn't lose a close fight to Fury. He just got kind of embarrassed. He got neutralized against Fury.
Pacquiao ended up taking a power nap versus Juan Manuel Marquez.
My man said power nap like he was a child.
He took one of those naps when you at work and you only had like 4 hours of sleep last night. Right, you had a heavy lunch. You already looking at the clock, like, damn, it's still only 1:17. You sleepy? That's the type of nap that Marquez gave to Pacquiao.
See, the thing I'm debating,
and then Pacquiao. My bad. Go ahead, P.
I'm trying to go back and forth between Pacquiao and Ward when it comes to resume, where you take their highs and their lows.
Right.
That Pacquiao has higher highs, but he also has lower lows when it comes to peaks and valleys. That he fought you look at like the top names that he beat are higher than the top names that Ward beat as a collective, but then you look that Ward hasn't lost and that Pacquiao has lost to some of those guys. So I'm flip-flopping between it. It's like, at what point does the wins outweigh the losses between not getting lost and
P, let me ask you this, like how much value do you put? Do you look at it, how I was asking earlier, do you look at it, P, as in how we look at the fighters they fought now, as their career over with, or do you look at them going into the fight? Like, do you look at Ward against Chad Johnson, Dawson now, or how Chad Dawson was going into the Ward fight?
Joe.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, going into the fight.
Right. So going into the fight,
I'm gonna say this.
But then people will say, oh, but then see that's the problem that kind of works against it as well, because then people will say, like how with Pacquiao you have the asterisk with Chad Dawson is, oh well, he came down from
right,
light heavyweight, super middleweight, and was trained and all that. So then it becomes, what wins matter more than what wins. Oh, there's a win, but there's an asterisk to it. So then it gets a little tricky. How much you value those things because of the situation.
Well, for me, I have it that, especially for the Chad Dawson fight, I never took anything away from Andre Ward because Chad Dawson suggested that he himself will move down to fight Andre Ward.
Ain't nobody tell you has to do that.
He said that he was good enough to beat Andre Ward at his weight class. So he did all that and he couldn't beat him. He actually quit versus Andre Ward. So I never hold that against Andre Ward. That was Chad Dawson's doing.
Really makes a difference of are you judging them going into the fight or what we know now? Because if you look at them overall, what we know now, you have to give it to Manny. Because Manny's, if you look at the list of like Manny's wins and the guys that he beat, and you look at their career overall in retrospect, right, that's a hell of a resume. Yep. But you look at Ward, and yeah, his guys don't have the resume of the guys that Manny beat, but going into the fight, the guys that were better than the ones that Manny beat going into the fight.
Yep.
Right, because it's kind of like saying after they fought him, they got exposed.
Yep, because Kovalev came into that fight number 2 in the world, number 2
and
pound for pound, lost, and Chad Dawson came into the ring as number 3 pound for pound in the world and lost. It's just he doesn't have that fleshed out resume like Pacquiao has, and that's what hurts Andre Ward in the discussion because of his inactivity due to being out of the ring for the time. But he don't have 45, 50 fights. He only has 32.
He don't have the Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get the lineal off Stevenson.
He just didn't fight enough.
Right.
Like, I mean, literally, it's just in this day and age, he only has 32 fights.
Right, because he couldn't get to DeGale at 168 because he had, like we all know, he had the promotional issues and stuff like that.
Yeah, he couldn't get the Golovkin,
Right. Man, he would have took that quickly.
Yeah, so I got it just straight up and down, no diving into it. Floyd, Ward, Manny, Klitschko, and that list is fluid, but it's also semi-concrete because I think Ward, like we were talking about, he had high highs and he never really had low lows, and he also fought like top-notch competition. And Manny had, fucking probably some of the highest of the highs, but he also, no one got Marquez like he did.
Thanks for y'all sitting through us talking about Usyk and Bellew, how we rank the top 4 fighters of the mid 2000s. Also about Charlo and Hurd, how Hurd want to pull up ringside and see if he get that call out. And Charlo kind of spoke on it a little bit, but that's, y'all can go see it. Y'all can go check out the pages. We won't get more into it. But yeah, I'm gonna kick it around the room, see if any of my homeboys, my brothers, got final thoughts or want to let you know how you can follow them on social media and where you can check out Ringside Rave at on social media.
Yeah, man. Like I told y'all, by the end of the show, I was gonna be feeling good, man. I'm feeling extra turned. It's your boy Newzz. Gelato got me extra back. I'm turned up. Follow me at Ringside Rave. We also got Podomatic, iTunes. We got the Google Play for you if you want to listen to that. You can, or definitely keep watching this on YouTube. But hey, thank you. We appreciate the support, the love. We just hit 10,000 followers on IG. We got 1,600.
Hey.
That's what's up. But we got 10,000 on IG, so that's amazing. So I like to thank everybody, all you ravers out there that support Ringside Rave. We definitely appreciate that. And then just stay tuned, man, because 2019 will even be even better.
Yeah. It's your boy Smoke at Free Smoke Boxing. Just want to echo the sentiments of my boy Newzz. 2019 is going to be even better, but find me on IG, Twitter at Free Smoke Boxing.
And this is your boy T. And follow me at Bodega Boxing on Instagram and Twitter.
Bet, man. Again, shout out to our boy out there, International Rez, man. He wasn't able to join the cast, but you can follow him too. Reservoir Dogs, I believe 93. Yeah, Reservoir Dogs 93 is his Twitter handle.
Make sure y'all check us out again. We appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Ringside Rave, the favorite hour, episode 13. We'll be back next week, like we never left, with episode 14. Y'all stay tuned, man. We out.
All right, we out. Peace.
All right,
One.
Thank you guys for listening to Ringside Rave. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.